The first day of my fellowship is one that I will never forget. I received a file of a 45-year-old cataract patient for IOL power calculation, but this patient had undergone LASIK 15 years ago. As this was the first time that I would be calculating IOL power in a post-LASIK patient, I decided to look up some recent literature on this. Even after numerous hours of going through books and journals, I still hadn't found a solution to my problem. With the patient's surgical date approaching soon, I looked to the guidance of my mentor to help me find a solution.
Dr. Karthik, calculating an IOL power for a post-LASIK patient is not a straightforward job, and you need to follow a step-by-step approach. Let us look at some of the common dilemmas complicating this situation and their possible solutions.
The two greatest dilemmas that exist in a post-LASIK cataract surgery scenario are estimation of the accurate corneal power and prediction of the accurate effective lens position. In post-corneal refractive surgery, the shape of the central cornea is modified. Most of the keratometry devices are blind to the center and are unable to measure the posterior cornea, which leads to an inaccuracy in estimating the effective central corneal power. Scheimpflug-based tomographers, which can measure the posterior corneal surface and the central cornea, would be ideal in these cases. The third generation theoretical formulae are two variable formulae using only the keratometry reading and the axial length as input. In eyes with previous corneal refractive surgery, the change in keratometry reading makes the formulae predict an inaccurate anterior chamber depth and thus a wrong effective lens position. These formulae predict a low IOL power, causing a hyperopic surprise in post-myopic LASIK eyes and a myopic surprise in post-hyperopic LASIK eyes. To improve the IOL estimations with these formulae, the Aram-Berry double K method may be used. Alternatively, fourth generation formulae may be used, which consider a non-proportional relationship between the anterior chamber depth and axial length and thus provide better accuracy in estimating the effective lens position in post-LASIK eyes. A step-by-step approach in a post-LASIK patient begins with a detailed and proper counseling explaining the possibility of refractive surprises with the need of future enhancement. Depending upon the availability of previous refractive data, various formulae may be used. The formulae below require the knowledge of the pre-refractive data with the advantage of being incorporated in the online calculators such as those found at the ASCRS and the Dr. Hill websites. However, since most of them are based on adjusting the post-LASIK corneal power using a correction factor without measuring the actual corneal power, they were shown to be less accurate than the newer formulae which did not require previous refractive data. The no-history formulae effectively solve both the previously discussed issues arising after a LASIK surgery, as they employ true corneal power measurements or are based on either of the fourth generation IOL formulae. Most of the formulae are incorporated in the current online calculators and modern optical biometry devices and may be suitably used depending upon the technology available. If only an optical biometer is available, then both the Barrett's True-K and the Haig's L formula may be used, both of which have been incorporated in the newer generation optical biometers. The Barrett True-K formula is based on the Barrett Universal 2 formula and uses an internal regression formula to calculate a modified keratometry value for post-LASIK eyes. This formula can also be accessed online at the ASCRS and the APACRS websites. A recent promising advancement is the introduction of true keratometry in the IOL Master 700, which estimates true corneal power considering both the anterior and posterior corneal curvatures. However, the data on this is limited and long-term results need to be evaluated. If a topography system is available, then depending upon the device used, a variety of formulae may be employed. Topography devices not only provide direct measurements of the corneal power, but also give other useful information, which is extremely important while planning a multifocal implant in these eyes. The Pentacam HR, a Scheimpflug image-based tomography system, is widely used for post-LASIK IOL calculations. Its detailed holiday report furnishes the equivalent keratometry readings, which provide an estimation of the pre-operative simulated keratometry readings for different corneal zones. The 4.5mm EKR zone, which has been shown to have a high correlation with the central corneal power calculated by the clinical history method, has been recommended to be used with the Holiday 2 formula. This topographer also provides the true net power of the cornea, which is an aggregate of both the anterior and posterior corneal powers. This can be used in the ASCRS post-refractive surgery calculator. Other topographers also have specific formulae which can be used in conjunction with the ASCRS online calculator. If an anterior segment OCT system is available, then using the total corneal power measured, the IOL power can be estimated in the ASCRS calculator. Intraoperative aberrometry, if available, can be used to make real-time adjustments to the IOL power based on the aphakic refraction and has shown to provide predictable results. Finally, one must obtain a consensus of several methods by computing an average of the recommended IOL power. It is wise to hedge in the direction of myopic results if there are wide variations in the recommendations. Also, depending upon the post-operative corneal aberrations, an appropriate IOL may be selected. To conclude, with proper planning and counseling, and with the availability of advanced technologies for corneal power measurements and newer generation formulae, visual and refractive outcomes may be significantly improved in post-LASIK eyes, and patients may achieve excellent outcomes which are no different from routine cataract surgery.